Target Trades Power Trigger Trade.
I have a very important video today to explain the importance of not just knowing your targets, but how to hold properly and proper entry and proper pivots. And Twitter is a very tricky stock. However, with rules, with skill, I still got some great gains where I'm sure many people lost money in Twitter instead of made money in Twitter. Now let me show you what I said December the 10th. I still have options in this, but I'm going to explain the full story today. Just pay attention carefully if you're serious for success. If you're tired of going nowhere in the markets, making a lot of mistakes, not catching the big wins. All right, now, so this is what I said December the 10th. Twitter people, I think, is back in a special way and has a lot in its favor going for it. Plus, I like Twitter. Today's move has a lot of the rules behind it. Again, a lot of things I look at before I make plans. And we do this with rules and we grind with skill year after year. Listen to me. You can't win in the markets if you're fearful, if you have no skill, if you have no direction, no vision, nothing. Like most stock clowns. And I mean majority of the people out there. Trust me. Now, I had targets for this. Okay. Now, the only reason why I did good is because I went in a lot bigger than this one. So a lot of the rules behind it based on the past. And again, that's what I was looking for, 200, 300%. Now, I could get that still on some options, but not as big as I wanted to. But now, anyways, let me explain the facts here. So the day I made the plan was the 10th, and Twitter had closed at 51.21. You see the circle? See the options traded at 3.65 the 50 calls, okay? Twitter is set up to test 60 to 65. The January 15 50 calls is what we'll use. So targets. I still think Twitter is going to hit the $60 targets, especially if I'll tell you later on. Stay tuned in the video. So Twitter needs to break above 52.30 on some power for us to enter. Now, that's what it did. And when it did that, I'm going to show you, required it confirmed, but on that very same day that it confirmed, it pulled back. In fact, Twitter pulled back 3 times before breaking out today. 3 times. I assure you, many people who didn't manage this trade lost money instead of made money. This was not easy, Twitter. But this trade shows you I'm trying to make an important point of the importance of knowing how to manage your trades. A lot of people are poor at management. All right then. Very poor. Trust me on this. You stink. They stink. All right then. So let me show you what happened. Okay, so here it is. Twitter confirming with the January 15 calls at 460. Now, today I sold 15 of those options at 670. So I was able to make 3K in gains because I had 30 options. But that wasn't what I was trying to achieve. This is very small gains for me, but still gains, and a lot more gains than many people. But I treated this via rules. Now, I want to explain that to you. Now, so Twitter started at 50. So what I was trying to, that day on the 11th is the day, and we got to go to the charts. Let's go to the charts, people. And then we're going to go to the charts and then in here to explain this. This is a great video, people. Give me a second here. All right, so here I am in the charts, and you can see as I click here, that was the 14th. Okay, so here it is. This was the 11th, and this hit 52. So we actually triggered. No, we triggered. Let's see here. We triggered this day here. Yeah, we triggered on this day here. That's right. We triggered on this day here by getting in, but ended up going against us As you can see, the stock closed at 51.44. However, I want to show you what I said to the group of the key pivots we had to hold. And because we held properly, we made the gains with skill. So let's go back to Power Group trades. So here you can see December 11th. Twitter is going to be choppy, but this is the pivots we want to stay above. 50, 80, then 50 are key trending pivots. Above 50, 80 is very good. Twitter is building. My goal is to sell 50%. Again, this is not what I was able to do. This is not the point of this video. The point of this video is this stock was very tricky, and it had a few false moves before actually moving and then pulling back again. And I assure you, and it could be you I'm talking to, you lost money because you don't know how to manage a good trade. This is just very hard and choppy, Twitter, for the way, for its price range. Okay then. People, the way to win is to set goals in this chart. Okay, so basically, I always motivate and explain to things, okay? Every plan based on rules of, okay, so anyways, that's not 1 second here. All right, so Twitter, as I was saying, was building well, didn't even touch 50-30. It held the key pivots I explained. To sell at the wrong area, you would have made, I would have been taking a loss. I had 30 options. Now, I don't go baby like a lot of people, but I went 30 options. I was very bullish Twitter. Very, very bullish Twitter. All right. That's not the point. Whether it's 30, it's not about the money. I just had a lot going on it. And I made baby gains in my books. Still, probably a lot of people would wish to make the gains I made. But I got a lot of skill. All right then. Right, see, this is some more comments I made for Twitter. Twitter above 48.70 to 49. Keep this in the trending rules for higher prices as bottom support. We also have 51 and then 50. So I'm telling everything. So we basically held this, okay? Above 53.25 is another break point. Now, here's the thing. Twitter goes and practically breaks above 53, pulls back again. Let's go back to the chart. This is what I'm trying to talk about. This stock required to understand its trending pivots. Well, I'm master at that. Even up to this day, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my points, people. Listen, pay attention to this video. I'm showing you a lot of gold. Gold to help you understand that to manage every aspect of a trade. Not just knowing, you need to know how to get into a plan, how to manage the plan, and how to achieve targets, sell for runners. There's so much factors of making money with skill. All right, so back to the charts. You can see that on the 14th, Twitter hit a high of 53.48. Again, a lot of people may have bought the breakout, but it pulled back to 52.02. For us, it was okay. Not making money, not gaining. And then it goes up, putting us in small gains. And today, what did it do? It gaps up, opens at 54.80, goes to 56.11. And I happen to sell 15 of my options. And I explained to the group what I was doing. Because I was going to hold 15 runners, which is what I was doing. I have 5 right now, but there's a point to this. This stock, I believe, if it holds above the 50, I'd say 53 area, and it breaks above 56.11, this will see 60, and that's what I'm going to be holding the remainder of my calls for. This is some tips here. Some tips. All right, now. So let me show you what I did in the group here. Give me a second. So here you can see nice move in Twitter at 54.55 pre-market. At this post, it says 8 hours because the market's closed now. And 8 hours ago, I posted this. This because we were in this plan, and I explained what I was going to do. I'm not going to talk about my other stocks. I'm going to. All right, so showing this over here, Twitter sold 50% and bringing my options down to 15 options and take profits at 670 for about 3K in gains. Now, I had, I wanted more, but I had 30 options in this, and I know this is choppy, and I decided to reduce my position in Twitter down to 15 options for the plan instead of 30, which is a lot bigger. I usually don't go in 30 options per plan, but I did for Twitter, Apple, and Neo. But that's not the point here. I will make another video. Follow me and study my channel if you're serious for success. Okay, now. So as you can see, Twitter. So I sold 50% in my case at 670 for about 3K in gains. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the charts. Give me a second here. All right. So this is the chart for the options for the Twitter January 21 50 calls. Okay. Which is really for the January 15 50 calls. Now, you can see here, here on the 10th, you can see that the options closed. Now look at the box. You can see a box. Look at that other box. There's an arrow pointing to a box, and it shows you that the open of those options were 141, the high 400, and then the close was 365. The day that it confirmed, look at the box, 460, high closed at 345. Okay, so we practically got filled right at 460 because option never went higher than that, and then was against my, was against me at a close of 385 that day. This day here, a little bit against still, 4. Next day, 4, a little bit against. Today, here's where I got paid. See this here? Open 6, high 695, low 490, and here's my point, what I want to make here. Close 520. Now I happen to get stopped out on the other, on 10 from the 15, so I only have 5 because I had stops too low at 590. My other account had the stops at 480, so that's why I only have 5 left. However, I did I did explain that this had to hold above 53.60, and that's exactly where it bounced. I'm going to show that right in the group. But look again, look at the arrow. Look at this. Think. Now, this is not a big deal. What this is trying to show you is the importance of holding things, making targets, and holding the right for the right reasons, and making gains with skill. That's what this is all about. Study my YouTube channel. So much of this. This is just an example. I found this trade to be very tricky and hard, and required massive discipline and skill to really make the gains in it. I assure you, many lost money because they don't know how to manage their accounts. So this is the market close. You can see me talking about Twitter, choppy, our stops. I had them at 5. Had to be 480. And I'll tell you why. It says Twitter above 53.90, and I said, you see me see 53.60. Here it is, yeah. So to get stopped out, so what happened is, I had my stops at 5, but got stopped out at 4.92. But I had 5 options in one of my accounts at 480, and that's what we needed. Look at that, where I said 53.60, and that's where it bounced. So I believe as long as Twitter holds above 53 and takes out 56, this thing's going to 60, and then I will be selling the rest of my options, half of those 5 options, or most of them, depending on what's going on, for 100% gains, and I will make another video on this. This wasn't a huge success, but this video, I want to illustrate the importance of planning, understanding key support, trading with the right mindset. Listen, baby scalping isn't going to get you anywhere. Trust me on that. You do not be a fearful, losing baby clown trader. No. You want to be if you want to be led by a leader, study my YouTube channel. All right then. All right. Welcome to Power Trick or Trade. This is my Twitter account. Over here, you're going to see a pinned tweet. Click on that video and listen to it. Step by step. Listen to me. Follow the instructions, and you can get inside my group. But if you're a clown, clowns can't get inside because they won't be able to follow instructions. If you can't follow instructions, you have no, listen to me, I guide people step by step down to every detail, to buy, to how to buy, everything, the stops, everything. Because I get into my own plans. We grind and win with skill. We're not baby scalpers. A lot of people are born to lose. And you will lose if you don't heed my warnings. All right then. Let's go to my YouTube channel here. This is my YouTube channel, Power Target Trades. Make sure to subscribe to it. At the end of the video, you'll see this icon. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. Study my videos, people. Study them. Study the 2K to 27K option. Same mentality was needed to catch the gains. If you didn't hold it correctly, you wouldn't catch those gains. In fact, that trade was so good that those options closed at 40K. Insane. Check that video. Anyways. I hope you again study this video, study my other videos, try to become join my group. I look forward to helping those serious for success. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.